Hey guys, what's up? Danny here, and today I'm going to be talking about a woman that's testifying against Trump. Trump trial live. Jean Carroll fights tears as she describes extremely painful rape in dressing room. Jean Carroll took the stand in her civil rape trial against Donald Trump on Wednesday and fought back tears as she described the alleged assault in horrifying detail. The former advice columnist began her testimony with a simple declaration: "I'm here because Donald Trump raped me." Um, She then went into vivid detail about the day she claims Mr. Trump shoved her into a dressing room before launching an extremely painful assault. Hours earlier, Mr. Trump took to Truth Social to brand the trial a witch hunt while spewing victim shaming assumptions about rape. Does anybody believe that I would take then almost 60-year-old woman that I didn't know from the front door of a very crowded department store, with me being very well known, to put it mildly, into a tiny dressing room? And her, he wrote, she didn't scream. There was no witnesses. Nobody saw this. She never made a police complaint. If I was seen there with a woman, big press scam. His posts drew the ire of the judge, who implored Mr. Trump's lawyer, Joe Tacoba, to stop him from posting about the case. Um, Elle magazine would never have published this excerpt. Miss Carroll said on Wednesday that she received a $70,000 advance on her book in which she accused Mr. Trump of rape. She said the book was sold terribly. In 2019, an excerpt of the book was published in New York Magazine, not in Elle, where she wrote her column. Elle magazine would never have published this excerpt, she said, according to Law and Crime, adding that the magazine wouldn't want to show their columnists in that light. It's about this woman confessing that she was making a bad mistake and suffering, she said. Why are you smiling next to someone who's dressed like Donald Trump? During his opening statement on Tuesday, Trump lawyer Joe Tacopina finished off by showing a photograph of Miss Carroll next to a man with Trump mask on during a walking tour entitled "The Most Hideous Men in New York." "A picture worth 1,000 words," Mr. Tacopina told the jury. That same image was shown to Miss Carroll on the stand on Wednesday. Why are you smiling next to someone who's dressed like Donald Trump, her lawyer asked. It's funny. He's not Donald Trump, she said. uh, Courtroom sketches shows Carroll testifying. "I thought he was evil." When she was asked if she thought Mr. Trump would be a good president, she said, "I thought he was evil." "Why do you think he was evil?" her counsel asked Miss Carroll. "Because he raped me," she said. She acknowledged that she's a registered Democrat according to Law and Crime. "Are you bringing this lawsuit because of your political views?" her counsel asked. "No," she replied. She said she voted for Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, and Joe Biden. She donated $1,000 to Mr. Obama, but she added that she voted for the Republican once. "What's your opinion on Donald Trump today?" she asked. "He's vile," she said. "I'm not as smart as I think I am." Speaking about Mr. Trump's program, The Apprentice, Miss Carroll admitted that she liked the show, saying that it was well produced. She also agreed that she kept going to the department store where the alleged rape took place. "Have you taken any of the advice that you've given readers?" she was asked. "No," she replied, adding, "I'm not as smart as I think I am." Carroll speaks about intrusive thoughts and visions. Miss Carroll spoke about intrusive thoughts and visions during her testimony on Wednesday. "I thought for a minute I was going to die, that I couldn't breathe," she said, according to Law and Crime. She added that an image of her attacker would appear in her mind when cooking, and that she would feel his fingers jammed up in her. She was then shown parts of her book outlining her strength. She said that was written by her Ask Jean persona. "That's the invincible woman, not the private one," she said, adding that she's close to incapable of revealing her weaknesses. Carroll says that she was strangled 3 times during marriage to John Johnson. Miss Carroll said that her marriage to John Johnson was very tempestuous. The flip side of it was, "We argued, we fought, we were dog and cat," she said, according to Law and Crime. "He strangled me 3 times," she added. The 79-year-old said she was once sexually abused by a camp counselor. Under the table, he would run his hands on her when the others attending the camp were present. When asked, she said he's a. When asked, she said she's a happy person, but noted that it might sound strange in comparison to what she has said on the stand. Court order reveals judge's decision to keep jury anonymous. Um, Carol's voice cracks as she describes what she calls her private self. That's the one that can't admit out loud that there's been any suffering. As for her public persona, she says, "That's my front. I'm invincible. I solve other people's problems." Meanwhile, on the court docket, the judge shows again how serious he is about juror anonymity. Check out how he starts an order about bringing lunch to them throughout the trial. Um, let's see. Yeah, so basically, I mean, that's kind of all the information about Trump and her. So let me just explain to you guys what you guys could just read the rest if you guys want to. I already read most of it, but it's honestly like weird the fact that Trump would have done this to her because like you take a look at all the women that he's been with, right? And they mainly young women, right? So um you take a look at um like Melania Trump. He's married to a woman that's literally like, well, she's like 40 years old. She's like mad young and stuff, right? And so she's about the same age as Trump, according to this. So whenever this happened, it was about 20 years ago, right? And this is probably like around 2003, which means that honestly, I think she's freaking lying and stuff, right? You take a look at these like, she's like 79 and stuff, right? She's bored out of her mind, probably trying to sue Trump and explain to people on what he's doing, right? But in reality, maybe this is just giving him more clout, more attention, and his acceptance rating, the amount of people that accept him, has virtually stayed the same throughout the whole trial and throughout his previous presidency, right? Biden's acceptance rate has gone down a lot, right? I think Hillary's acceptance rate was better than Trump's, but Trump still ended up beating her, right? So I do think that these people that are coming against Trump and everything like that are definitely not adequate people that are they're not really going to bring him down. They're just going to make him more popular at the end of the day. I compared Trump with Andrew Tate because I think that Andrew Tate, he's probably also getting a lot of false accusations, right? But a lot of people still support him, even though there's a lot of evidence of him actually screaming and beating women. But there's no evidence of Trump doing that, which is the crazy thing. And Tate's in Romania, a corrupt country, and Trump is in the United States, which is completely different, right? So, you know, that I guess that's kind of the freedom that women have here in the US is that they could really sue a man for shit that he never did. But they have the advantage of actually getting listened to because they're a woman and women have been fighting for for their rights for a very, very long time, right? So that's kind of the main thing here. People just have to understand that. Um you know, that they shouldn't be doing this to men. Women should not be doing this type of stuff to men. It's just horrible. So let me take a look at some other things. So yeah, I mean, I think that Trump might win, and that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, kind of just a rundown of what she's saying. You guys can form your own opinion, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a great day and peace out.